Hello everyone and welcome to YouTube Tuesday, session 15 with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Hello and a happy Tuesday to you. I'm so excited to be here with you because we are using this fun new press-on stamp set. It's super cute. It's one of the first things that I ordered from the new Stampin' Up! Mini catalog here, so I'm really excited about that. And then I got this new shirt. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but it's got all these fun colors and bold flowers on it. Hi, Susan. So yes, I'm doing wonky things with the camera because I was showing everyone my shirt, which the colors are the inspiration. Here we go. You can see we've got some like Mary Merlot in here, some vanilla. So some like early espresso. Hey, Luann. Yeah, so these are the colors that we'll be using in our card today. And so while we are using the press-on stamp set, my husband's like, I like the shirt. I've been doing a little online shopping. Hey, Kathy. Yeah, so my card today, the colors are inspired by the colors in my shirt with the press-on stamp set. And I thought that would be a fun combination, a little transition into autumn here. So we're going to use some Mary Merlot, some early espresso. We'll pair that with very vanilla. I've pulled in this very elegant vanilla ribbon with the gold trim. Love that. I've got some elegant faceted gems. So our cards are going to be gorgeous. And we're going to do a fun technique called the waterfall technique. Have any of you ever tried that before? I know it's been around for a while. It's actually when I was first stamping 14 years ago. That's one of the first techniques that I tried. It's really cool, but it's one of those that can seem kind of intimidating because it actually has moving pieces. So I'm here to demystify that and show you how easy it can actually be. And then of course, I hope you'll be inspired to try it yourselves. So before I flip, just a plug, thank you for being here. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're already subscribed, please double check because I've had some unsubscribes, which I'm sure nobody meant to do that. But unfortunately, YouTube doesn't, the way they have that, it doesn't always tell you. So I think some people have inadvertently unsubscribed, not realizing they were actually already subscribed. So you want to be subscribed. And if you're really not sure, then hit that little, there's a little bell up there too. And that is the notification. So you'll actually get an email or you'll get a notification through the YouTube app that I'm going live. Yes, Luann, thank you. You are subscribed. So that's the thing, not only to subscribe, but stay subscribed. So yes, just put that out there and now we'll go ahead and get started. So I'll flip this around. I'll do one more. I'll model my shirt for you one more time so you can see these awesome colors with the Mary Merlot, the very vanilla. We've got some espresso in here. All right, and then we will, sorry about that, flip this, put us in the camera holder here. All right, and then, all right, so you can see here, we've got the press-on stamp set. This is from page 68 in the mini catalog here. Luann's asking, are these peonies on my blouse? Actually, I think they're various kinds of roses. So, but I mean, I think there's lilies on here too. There's like some of those like stargazer lilies and roses here. I'll do a flip up. All right, so this looks like a lily to me. But then this is definitely, I think that's a rose, although it could be a peony depending on how you look at it. I'm not sure what that is. It's kind of abstract, so it's whatever you want it to be. We'll do that. And then my September host code here, 64XUQY72. If you'd like to shop online, that's Jess B at stampinup.net. And we've got our Mary Merlot here. Yeah, upside down tulips, possibly. So Mary Merlot, early espresso, and very vanilla. So these are the 3 colors of cardstock that you'll need. So for our base, this time I am doing a vertical card. So I've got it at 4 1/4 by 11. We'll fold this in half here at the 5.5 inch mark. Okay, so right there at 5.5. And then it will be it will open up there, but we're gonna just kind of set the base aside for right now. Actually, our first layer that I think I want to do, although I might change this up. I was going to do a layer of vanilla and emboss it, but I just discovered in the, what is this? This is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper pack. There is this really cool textured pattern that to me looks like the burlap of a coffee bean sack. So actually, I think I want to pull this in. I think that would be really cool. So let's do that. And then, so we'll save that for another time. I'm going to cut a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 piece of this In Good Taste burlap pattern here. I think that would be really cool. And then, yeah, the back side's really neat too with those kind of the granite tile there, but all right, here we go. But we're gonna just glue this down flat. I love this In Good Taste paper pack. It's a 12 by 12 paper pack, but it's like a supersized pack because instead of getting just the normal 12 sheets, you actually get 24 sheets in here, which makes it go a long way. But isn't that cool? It's already got the texture like printed right in there. Can you see that? Yeah, I totally think that looks more authentic, like something the coffee beans would come in. All right, now we are going to do the pull tab. So with a waterfall card, let me show you one that I had done previously. This is on my blog at jessbcreativecardiology.com. This is what a waterfall card does. So when you pull the tab, the elements flip over. Isn't that cool? So it's totally interactive. So fun. So this was with the cute fruit, say that 5 times fast, cute fruit stamp set. But today we're using the press on coffee or tea. So the greetings go with coffee, but personally I'm more of a tea drinker. I don't know, leave me a comment, let me know. Are you a coffee drinker or a tea drinker? What is your preference? And if you do drink coffee, is it just straight up black? How do you take your coffee? I absolutely love the smell of coffee. I know that sounds strange for someone who doesn't really drink it. I love the smell of it. I think that's one of those wonderful things. I'd love, to wake up to that smell. However, I really don't like the taste. So occasionally I will drink coffee, but it's got to be doctored up with all kinds of fun flavors. So lately, because it's been warm, I will occasionally order an iced coffee. And my favorite coffee shop is a local place called Origins in Cortland, New York. So it's family owned and operated, just a small shop. And they have a couple locations around town. And yeah, I totally love, being loyal to small business and things like that. And so they have a flavor. I get iced coffee with chocolate and almond and a little bit of cream. It's so good. And then in the winter, because again, I'm not like a true coffee drinker, in the winter, I like to get peppermint mocha. So of course, mocha, meaning like chocolate coffee with a little bit of peppermint and cream. Oh, so good. Hey, Diana. Yes. Oh, so Kathy agrees. She loves the smell, but not the taste. Yeah, Luann says the same thing. It's a shame it doesn't taste like it smells, but she does drink strong black coffee. Yes. Aw, hi Judy. Yes, so we are talking coffee today, or tea. You let me know if you have a preference. And I've been asking, how do you take your coffee? So meanwhile, we are going to make the pull down for our waterfall card. So we are going to start by scoring this. So this piece here, I should give you those measurements first instead of just talk. This is 2 inches wide, and I have it at 9 3/4. So 2 inches by 9 3/4. And then we're going to score it at 2 inches. So I'm going to use my light blade. So 2 inches, and then we'll move it over to 2 3/4, and then 3 1/2, and then one more time at 4 1/4. All right, so Judy says she drinks black coffee with Splenda. All right, and Diana, do you recognize the waterfall card? That was definitely, Diana started attending my classes way back when, and this was one of the first technique cards that she made with me. As you can see, the reason why we have these score marks here, this is going to be our panels for our flaps as they waterfall down. So you can actually go ahead and fold this at that 4 1/4 mark there. What did I do with my bone folder? I hid it underneath my paper. So I'm going to go ahead and just burnish that at that 4 1/4 mark. And then the other end here is what we're going to use. This is the, which tag punch? We have two. I love tag punches. So let me pull this in. I love using the scallop tag. That's like my most go-to, but this one is new. This is the Delightful tag topper. It's got just a little bit smaller opening with a 1/4 inch circle there. And it goes up to 2 inches wide. That's one of the reasons why I cut this at 2 inches. So I'm going to release this so the punch opens, and then slide this in. It's a snug fit, but you just put it in as far as it goes. So when you see, you can kind of see it's pushed right up there against the edge. And then we give it a squeeze, punch, and we'll toss out those little pieces. And then we've got this gorgeous, beautiful, I should say delightful, since that's the Delightful tag topper. And then it folds right in half. And we just want to make sure that this is actually going to fit right within the confines of our card here. Hi Philomena, how are you? Yes, hey Jackie from the UK, awesome. Thank you guys for joining me. Well, we have our Mary Merlot card base here. We paired it with this cool texture, this burlap pattern from the Tasteful Textures paper pack. And then we have taken our 2 inch by 9 3/4 inch piece of Mary Merlot cardstock, scored it at 2 inches, what did I say, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 4 1/4. And then we snipped the end here with our Delightful tag topper punch. Okay, so that's the hardest part. There you go, we're good. All right, so next we are going to take this little piece of early espresso. Hey Wendy from Wales, glad to have you here. So this piece is 3/4, actually maybe it's 1. Yep, it's 1 inch by 4 inch. This is actually going to sneak right in here. Thank you for sharing, Philomena. I really appreciate it. So to determine the placement of this piece, you first want to make sure your waterfall section actually fits here on your card. And then you're going to take this little 1 inch by 4 inch piece, and this is going to, you're going to adhere just this portion together. All right, so make sure it's even on each side. So let's put a little adhesive right on here. Okay, you just want to keep it right there at the end. And then we'll touch this right on here. Make sure we're even. All right, so go ahead and just, you could even burnish that a little bit. We want to make sure that stays good and stuck. And then we'll adhere just the outer sections, okay? So just the end flaps. And this is what's gonna stick to the card. We don't wanna glue it all the way across because we want to be able to have our card still function and pull. All right, so I've got the adhesive on the back sides here. Making sure it lines up. Making sure we're here within the card. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and secure that down. Again, go ahead and just burnish that a little bit. Make sure it's good and stuck. And you can already see how it's starting to come together, because once we put our ribbon in, we can pull this part. There we go. You can see how it starts to move. All right. Now, the fun part is decorating this. So the part that's actually going to be on the bottom, that's the part that's going to be a little bit hidden underneath. So I've cut little early espresso squares. So like we said, our Mary Merlot piece is 2 inches wide. So this first panel is 2 by 2. And so we're going 1/8 of an inch smaller. So our first panel that we're going to stick down is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. Okay, so you're going to have just a tiny little snippet of a border all around there. And then, well, let's see. So you're going to actually work from your base up. Oh, thank you, Wendy. You're so sweet. She says she loves watching my videos, that I'm relaxing and easy to listen to. Oh, I just love you. Oh, and then we have somebody on here, goes by the name of Teddy Bear. Oh, well, I am so happy that you got to see my live show. Oh, Grandma Nap. Okay, well, I am glad you clarified that. I think this is the first time that you've caught me live. That's awesome. Glad to have you here, Bonnie. Awesome. All right, well, that's fun. We've got Grandma watching. All right, and then we've cut a very vanilla square, and we've gone, again, just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So this very vanilla piece is 1 3/4 inches square. And I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna just go ahead and glue this on. If you are, and we'll see what happens. If you are worried about smudging your stamping or something, then you could actually, of course, stamp first and then glue, because that way you'll have a second chance. I'm just gonna go for it. All right, so we were talking about how this is such an adorable set, press on. It is coffee themed, but of course it could go for tea too, because perhaps we're not all coffee drinkers. So let's see, I think I wanna do, actually it'd be really cute to have it showed on here. So I am gonna use the coffee on here just because that is, it's just too cute. So let's grab this and we'll put a little, if you know, my blocks are stained, they, I need to clean these. I was using rich raspberry ink, and so they have just a little purple hue on there. Let's see, let's do, so I've pulled in early espresso and Mary Merlot. These are really the only 2 colors that you need for this. And let's, I guess we're gonna do our stamping and early espresso. We'll just keep it simple. I love this. Do you guys see the little hearts at the end of the coffee sentiment here? I think that's so cute. All right, so I am gonna stamp it right down here towards the bottom because I want that to peek out. Oh, perfect. Want it to peek out beneath the other tabs there. And I am going to clean as I go. I've got my Stampin' Scrub. If you have your little purple chamois handy, that's fine too. because I always end up sticking my arm or my hand or something in these. So I'm gonna just keep that right over there to the side. So this is our, see, I already got goop on it. All right, that's the base. Now we can go ahead and do the next layer, and look at that. This is gonna stick out behind perfectly. So this time, because we want these to be able to move when we pull the tabs, I got a little close, there we go, move when we pull the tab, we're only going to put adhesive on these little middle layers. So go ahead and stick this right in there. Go ahead and goop that up well. And then this goes right on top. So another 1 7/8 square. And then we've got our next vanilla piece. This is 1 3/4 square. And this time, because I've got a little bit of layer underneath, let's go ahead. We should stamp these first before we glue them down. So if you're cutting and prepping, you need 4 of the 1 7/8 early espresso squares, and you need 4 of the 1 3/4 very vanilla squares. Okay, so if you prep ahead of time, you need your card base, your layer, your pull tab piece, your little cross piece, and then 4 of the colored squares and 4 of the very vanilla. All right, so we're going to kind of build a little conversation as we pull this out. So I think we should let's do this. Hope your day is full of perks. Let's put that on there too. That's kind of cute. So we're going to use several of these little sentiments. And then it's kind of fun because it's like a hidden message. It reveals it as we go ahead and stamp and pull the tab. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna do this kind of towards the upper section. There we go. Oh, I cut off the eye. All right, so this is why this is why you stamp first. So let's try this again. Second chance. Make sure I got ink on the eye. All right, this time I'm gonna move it over just a little bit so we can get all of our letters and punctuation on here. There we go. That's much better. Yep, all right, so then we've got a little bit of room. I think we should do, how about we can have some little coffee beans kind of peeking out. That's kind of fun. Yeah, super cute. Now we can go ahead and put the adhesive on this. Oops, oh, I'm reach the end of my tape here. You can see when you get the red line on here, that means it's time to swap it out. All right, I knew that was gonna happen, so I've got a refill handy. I was prepared today. So I'll open the refill here. Okay, so we've got the one end with the pokey bits inside. That's what it will hold our gears. And then we just snap that right on top and we're good to go. All right, and then just prime it just a little bit. You can kind of see the adhesive right on there. And perfect. All right, so this is the second one. Super cute. Again, go ahead and put your adhesive right here in between those score lines and stick down your early espresso piece. All right, I go ahead and burnish that too a little bit just to make sure you get good contact between your adhesive and your cardstock. And our next piece here, let's see. So I'm gonna put the little coffee beans back in the stamp set so I don't lose them. I do know that on the top piece, I think I wanna have this super cute little coffee cup. So that's gonna go at the one on the top. So let's finish our little conversation. Let's do this. All you need is confidence and lots of coffee or tea. I like to start my morning with peppermint tea. That's kind of my thing. So let's do this. Okay, got that one pretty good. And you know what? Let's see what other cute things there is. All right, I hope I can find this. There is this really cute coffee stamp there. And I know it's on my table somewhere because I got it out to measure it. And guess what? I bet it's stuck to the bottom of something. These stamps are super sticky. I hope I can find it because I had another card prepped for you that I need that for. So here's the block that I need. Huh. Alrighty. Well. All right, I'm sure it's stuck somewhere. In the meantime, I guess we'll go ahead and, I don't know, I think I want to put something on there, but I'm not quite sure. So let's stamp this next one first. Yeah, none of you ever do that, right? You lose things when you're in the middle of stamping. I don't know. I know that stamp has to be here somewhere. Whether it's stuck to something, who knows? All right, so this is the littlest cup here. Yes, very nice. Okay. So I've got that, and then I think that'd be perfect. We'll put a cute little heart in the center. We'll use the Merlot for that. I'll grab a little block. Okay, so grab my Mary Merlot here. And I'm gonna put that right in the middle of the cup. Adorable. I have to show you, this guys makes me think of, because I'm cardiology. Let me show you guys one of my favorite mugs. So yes, being Creative Cardiology, stamp art from the heart, that's my motto. This is one of my favorite mugs, the little rainbow hearts, and check it out on the inside. It's got a little heart in there too. Isn't that super cute? Yeah, so that's what it makes me think of. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick this to the first one. You know what, I guess I'm gonna just stick this down too. We'll have to figure out what happened to my missing stamp here in a moment. So let's see, put that on here. And then I'm putting this onto here. Luann says, did it again. Now she must have this stamp set. Yes, this is the press on stamp set, page 68 in the mini catalog. All right, and then we'll, again, just put your adhesive right there on that top piece. Go ahead and stick that down. Okay, I'm gonna close this one. So, oh, I wish I knew what in the world I did with that stamp. All right, well, put my blocks here. Now we'll grab our ribbon, and we do want to be able to actually have a little pull tab, but have enough ribbon that you can maneuver it with your hands. So I've just kind of folded some here. And now let's see, if you want a specific measurement, it's about 6.5 inches. And so what I'm going to do with this, I've gathered the ends together. I'm going to, let's see here, which way do I want to do this? I'm going to poke them up from the back, because that way my ribbon will loop over the top. Okay, and then just go ahead and pull that nice and snug. You don't want to pull it so that you actually pull the bottom right out of your tag, but you should have this nice little loop there, because you don't really pull so much with the ribbon, but isn't that cool? Love it. Did you guys all see that? You could just play with this all day, right? So fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, adorable. And now we need to spice it up just a little bit. So we've got some of the elegant faceted gems. I love the texture on those. And these come in white, clear, and petal pink. Oh, thank you, Jackie. You guys are so sweet. And let's see, do we want clear? I guess maybe we'll go with the clear. Although the white kind of has that little iridescent sparkle. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go with the clear. And we'll just put these over here, kind of like pretending we're holding this in place. And then let's do some other little decorations on here. So we'll use little ones. We'll kind of add a little bit of pizzazz here and there. Let's do one up here. Yes, oh, thank you, Susan. Yeah, this is not hard at all. You just have to, once you give it a try, it's really not bad. It just looks tough. All right, so we'll just kind of put some fun little decorations on it to jazz it up a bit. But I love, isn't that cool, the way that In Good Taste burlap paper gives that fun, goes along with that coffee theme. Yeah, I love this color combination. Super cute there. So that is our waterfall card. Now I wish I knew where in the world that other little stamp. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I grabbed my catalog and I happened to be like, that's a little squishy. Look at that. Found my stamp. Carefully picked that up because these are cling. Yay. So that means I can actually do the other card for you guys. Yay. I love that. Okay. So this was our waterfall card. That was what I really wanted to show you for our technique today. But I wanted to show you again too, something just super simple. Same materials, but this time we went with 5.5 by 8.5. Yes. Oh, Wendy says any coffee drinker would love this. Absolutely. And I think any tea drinker too. Of course, the sentiments are more coffee themed, but I have all kinds of fun little mugs and things that I put my tea in. Although those of you proper English tea drinkers would probably be appalled at the way I drink tea. You know, you just like boil the water and throw in a tea bag and let it steep. I know that's not the proper way to do it at all, but that's what gets me through quick morning, my peppermint herbal tea. Start the day. So again, I'm using a 4 by 5.25 piece of this burlap In Good Taste texture pattern here. And we're just gluing that down. And then a little piece of early espresso and some very vanilla. So this is what, let me see, what did I do? It's 1.25 by 3.5. And then the espresso piece is 1.5 by 3.75. So don't glue any of that down yet, but we'll use our early espresso. And we're just going to stamp this cute little row of mugs here. Try to stamp this straight as I'm looking at a weird angle through my camera. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now we can actually, let's do just a little bit of coloring. So unfortunately we don't have a Mary Merlot blend. So I am gonna just pull in my little Stampin' Right marker in Mary Merlot. I'm not doing a whole lot of coloring, so I'm not really worried about, you know, the colors blending or bleeding really. And I'm just going to just highlight some of these little patterns with a little bit of Mary Merlot. So we'll keep it super duper simple. You can kind of do a little, maybe every other little wavy line here. And then we'll do a couple little stripes. So this is not really any particular brand of coffee, but and then I guess we can go ahead and just color this in. So I am going fairly light because, as you can see, the Stampin' Right markers are water-based like the ink pads, and they don't blend quite as much. Oh, so Susan says her daughter bought her the prettiest teapot when she purchased a variety of tea leaves from the farmer's market. That sounds wonderful. Oh, Wendy says, I need a teapot with a tea cozy. I do. So if any of my English friends there have anything they'd like to recommend, please let me know. In the meantime, I do it like this is my fun little mug. I showed this early. Luann, you know what? I actually was. She says, Mary Merlot, am I making coffee or drinking wine? Actually, I did think about that one. Sorry, you guys make me laugh because that thought did cross my mind that honestly nobody's gonna know if you fill this up with little red wine. Little Cabernet is my favorite. So just putting that out there. Aw, but yeah, isn't that cute? So super, super simple. I thought since we did more of an involved technique card, we'd balance that out with something just quick and simple. So we'll mount that right in here. And then we'll use our dimensionals to pop this up. Go ahead and put a bunch on here. Okay. And again, if you have short fingernails, I keep mine pretty trimmed, but just go ahead and press your finger right in the middle of the dimensional, and that helps those little backings to peel right up. You know, I've always had my nails fairly short because I used to play violin in school, and that's something, I played piano first, and that is something my music teachers were always after me about, was keeping my nails short, because you don't want your nails clinking on the keys. And of course, on your violin, if your nails are too long, then you can't properly hold your strings. So yeah, so I still managed to keep them fairly short, even though I don't have a piano. And I do have a violin, but it is tucked away in the closet. I really should get that out and practice every now and then, but you guys know how it goes. Life gets crazy busy. But let's see, let's just put a couple of these fun little, well, should we do that? Let me see. So I could do one on each side, and we'll keep it very symmetrical. Or should we just throw some symmetry out the window and we'll just kind of like do fun little trio? I guess that's what we're doing. We're doing a fun little trio. Because that's the way it works. Because it's a Tuesday and it's felt like a Monday all day. I don't know. I'm just like, anybody else's day is a little off lately. Oh, Luann, you used to play the clarinet? Wow. No, I can't bear to part with mine either. And actually, my husband works, or used to work with a guy. They live in our neighborhood, and their daughter plays the violin. So I kind of follow them a little bit on Facebook just to see how she's keeping up with it. And I don't know, I always thought maybe one of my nieces or something might take it up. And I don't know, my parents worked so hard to be able to purchase, you know, that like actual instrument for me, so that I'd have it. And I don't want to part with that. I mean, because how often do you have the opportunity to to purchase a violin. But yeah, so anyways, that conversation got a little off topic there, but these are the press-on stamp set. We used the In Good Taste textured here. I mean, the paper itself is not textured, but the patterns are of various textures and textiles. And then just early espresso, Mary Merlot, and very vanilla cardstock, a little bit of the vanilla with gold trim ribbon, and we pulled in some of the elegant faceted gems. And then I did use my little Mary Merlot, just for a regular marker. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, of course you can case these, Wendy. And I will be putting, it's not there yet, but once this video uploads, I'll go in and edit to post a picture of the cards, and I'll put a link with a list of all of the supplies used here so that you can know exactly what it was that we used. Let's see. Luann asked, because I had originally pulled out a piece of Very Vanilla to use as my background. I was going to use the Parisian Flourish 3D. I thought that was super elegant because I thought, if you all know, if you came in a little bit late, you'll see that my shirt here was actually the inspiration for the colors behind this card. And I thought that the Parisian Flourish was kind of fancy and went with that kind of elegant design here. So yeah, so this is what I was going to use, but I honestly think I love the extra color that the burlap pattern gives that there. So I'm glad I found that pattern. Yes, that's exactly what I thought, Diana, that it looks like, the sack that the coffee beans come in. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. It was so fun to be here with you today. And again, I'll post a picture as well as the supplies with links to my online store. And that way, if you guys need anything, then you'll have it handy and ready to go. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. Thank you so much. Happy Tuesday to you all. And I look forward to stamping with you again soon. You guys take care. Bye-bye.